Lucas, share. Lucas was a smart and playful boy. He loved his toys, his colored pencils, and especially the chocolate cookies his grandma made. But there was something everyone noticed about Lucas. He didn't really like to share his things. His toy cars, only he could play with them. His colored pencils, only he could use them. His cookies, just for him. He wasn't a bad boy, but he thought that if he lent his things, they might get lost, break, or disappear. One day, Lucas went to the playground with his backpack full of toys. He had amazing cars and a plane that made cool sounds. His friends saw them and quickly wanted to play. Lucas, that car is awesome. Can I play with it for a little while? Asked Jew. Lucas held the car close to his chest and shook his head. Better not, Jew. It's new, and it might get scratched. Jew looked sad and went to play on the swing alone. A little later, Marina saw Lucas's plane. Wow, what a cool plane. Does it make a sound? Yes, it does. Look, Lucas pressed a button, and the plane made a turbine noise. That's amazing. I wish I could play with it for a bit too. Lucas hid the plane behind his back and said, Sorry, Marina, but this one is very special to me. Marina sighed and went to play in the sandbox with other children. Lucas looked around and realized he was all alone. No one wanted to play with him anymore. That night, while having dinner, Lucas told his mom what had happened. Mom, today no one wanted to play with me. And why do you think that happened? Asked his mom. Lucas thought for a moment and answered quietly, Maybe because I didn't want to share my toys. His mom smiled and picked up a piece of bread from the table. Let me teach you something. Lucas, take this small piece of bread and eat it. Lucas took it and quickly ate it. Tasty, right? Now imagine if I had a whole loaf of bread and decided to share it with you. You would have more to eat, and I would still have plenty. In other words, sharing doesn't make us lose. It makes us multiply. Lucas frowned, trying to understand. What do you mean, Mom? His mom smiled and explained, When you share a toy, you don't lose it, but you gain something much more valuable, friendships and happy moments. Lucas thought about it. He had never seen it that way before. The next day, at school, Lucas was coloring a picture with his colored pencils. His classmate Pedro sat at his desk, looking sad. What's wrong, Pedro? Asked Lucas. I forgot my pencil case at home. Now I can't color. Lucas looked at his colored pencils. He had always been afraid to lend them out. But then he remembered what his mom had said. He picked up a pencil and handed it to Pedro. Here, you can use mine. Pedro's eyes widened. Really? Thank you, Lucas. Lucas smiled and realized he hadn't lost anything. He still had his colored pencils, but now he also had a happy friend. During recess, he opened his lunchbox and saw his grandma's delicious chocolate cookies. Then he noticed his friend Sophia, who had forgotten her lunch at home. Lucas took a cookie and held it out to her. Want one? They're my grandma's cookies. Sophia smiled. Thank you, Lucas. You're so kind. Lucas felt something warm in his heart. He was starting to understand. When he got home, Lucas ran to his mom and excitedly told her, Mom, today I lent my pencils and shared my cookies. His mom smiled and asked, And how did it feel? Lucas gave a big smile. It was amazing. My friends were happy, and so was I. His mom stroked his hair. See, sharing doesn't make us lose anything. It only makes us gain more love and friendship. That night, before bed, Lucas looked at his shelf full of toys and smiled. Tomorrow, he would go back to the playground, and this time, he would play with everyone. Now, little one, think of something you can share tomorrow. Good night and sweet dreams.